What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745. In this video, we'll cover Loki's Lockbox tasks, as well as his recruitment, his story, and all of his comic covers. So please stay tuned, we're going to get right into the tasks. For task number 1, you must defeat 35 Dark Elves, and you're given 6 mischievous lockboxes as a reward. These elves can be found throughout missions 1 and 3. Now moving on to task number 2, you must defeat 25 Jotun. Once again, you're given 6 mischievous lockboxes as a reward, and you can find these in Mission 2, Guiding Light. For task number 3, you must win 3 PvP fights, and you can do this in practice mode. You're given 6 mischievous lockboxes once you complete this. Now the next task is where it gets interesting. You must complete 12 combats in whatever that word is. Now these can only be found in Mission 3, and you pretty much have to do battles that are connected to the yellow portals. So if you see a battle that's absolutely right on top of a yellow portal, it'll count towards that task. For task number 5, you must fight Curse 5 times. You can fight either your own curse or curse on your allies' maps, and then you're given 12 mischievous lockboxes as a reward. Task number 6 is pretty easy. You have to equip the Watcher's Blade and then use it in combat. For that, you're given another 6 mischievous lockboxes, and we can move on to task number 7. Now task number 7 I actually already had completed whenever this came up, so we're just going to do a complete continuation of the video. As you can see, we completed task number 6, we're given 6 lockboxes, and then task number 7 will come up. That's to complete 4 stars of mastery and all Spec Ops 14 missions. I was able to do this because I won 1,000 unstable ISO 8, and it seemed a lot easier to gain stars this time around. But the reward for this is 24 mischievous lockboxes, which is really amazing. And at this point we had 61, and I was planning on going ahead and trying to get that last cover for Loki. I figured it may take us all 60 lockboxes, and we're going to open them 10 at a time. So I went into my collections and opened the 10 times option. So let's see what we get from this. Right away we get the 8th cover, and that's the one we needed. So I ended up with quite a few lockboxes to spare. Now you also see that we did get a weapon. We got the target pistol. So this particular weapon is available from the lockboxes if you didn't already know that. Now that we have Loki, we pretty much have completed this special operations. Really, all there is to do is to finish 5-starring the missions. I believe I only have mission 1 left, and I have to go ahead and train up Loki as well as Heimdall. As soon as I finish leveling these characters, I will show them with all of their abilities in combat, as well as in PvP action. But right after we get through this recruitment dialogue, I will show you all 8 covers, and then you can see which ones you're missing, and know exactly what they look like. So there is the complete set. Now we're going to go into each cover individually. First up, we have Journey into Mystery Volume 1, number 85. For the next comic, we're going to have another really classic cover. That's Avengers Volume 1, number 1. That would be an amazing comic to own. Next, we have Siege Volume 1, number 1. And then the last one in the top row, Thor Volume 1, number 147. Now moving on to the bottom row, we start off with Thor First Thunder Volume 1, number 2. And I believe I ended up with like 4 of that cover. Next is Thor Volume 1, number 175. Loki Volume 1, number 1. And then the final cover, the very last one we needed, was Loki Volume 2, number 1. Now, as most of you know, along with the comic covers comes the story of how Loki ends up being on your team. I think this dialogue is pretty well written. He pretty much questions the concept of being a hero. But hey, he is the ultimate trickster, so you kinda have to just ignore him. As far as using this character in future PvP battles, I think he's going to be pretty interesting with his skill set. If the enemy team doesn't have debuff removal, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. And remember, if they do remove his debuffs, he can just apply them easily by using the skill again. I'm not so sure about using him on defense, but he's definitely going to be a lot of fun to use on offense. So we'll see exactly what teams I can come up with, and I'll be using them as soon as I get to level them up. Now, since this story goes on for quite a while and I don't think you want me to read it to you, I'll just use this time to go ahead and talk about future videos, especially for this weekend. I'm going to try to get a team spotlight done and uploaded tonight, if not, probably early tomorrow morning. And then coming right after that will be the next adamantium process episode. So like I said earlier this week, I will try to get all of the episodes in before the end of the weekend. For next week, we will definitely have another Subscriber Squads episode, so you'll be seeing more of your teams. And after that, I'm really not sure about the schedule, but I will be releasing plenty of videos, so please stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and lastly, I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, good luck, and take care.